Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Katie MoonChild's world. I'm Katie. And this is my midweek mini readings. If you have any questions you'd like me to read on, I'm here. Personal questions preferred. Wasn't too sure I was going to be here today. Kind of feeling low energy today, so I'm sorry if I'm not my normal peppy self. I'm trying. Hey, Rachel. Good to see you. Hi, Janet P. Yeah, this normal peppy self pooped herself out. I didn't poop myself. I pooped myself out. Sunday morning, I went and got my number 4 COVID shot. Got my second booster, which proceeded to kick me in the arse. Do I still have a bruise? Nope, it's gone. I made a little bruise on my arm. Oh, it's still there. It's right there. Yeah. Kicked me in the arse. And then Monday night, slapped me upside of the head hard. Like it did all the rest of you. So, yeah. So that just kind of double whammy. It was like, oh, really? Hi, Teresa. Good to see you. Yeah, I was like, did that really just happen? Now, what does that mean? That's a draft. That's not their final. Did they really vote? What the hell? And it's typical. News media doesn't give you all the information that you need to make a rational decision. They just give you enough to make you afraid and run off, fall emotional. And I went down that rabbit hole. But I was 15. I thought I was 16. I've been telling people I was 16 in 1973, and I finally did the math. I was 15. 15 years old in 1973 when Roe v. Wade went through the Supreme Court. And I can remember thinking, wow, you mean I don't have to go hide? I could actually go to a doctor in a hospital and have this done like it should be? Not that I needed an abortion, I'm just saying, if it happened. So I remember what it was like before, and it's been really nice living with it since. But we've always heard that we're going to change that. We're going to change that. We're going to change that. We're going to do away with it. We're going to change that. So today I'm kind of a little bit of a rant. Thank you, Rachel. Oh, God. Yeah, I was going to the bathroom a while ago and I was going, funk. I got to get out of this funk. And you picked that up. You heard me. Yeah, tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo. Tomorrow's the day to celebrate and have a good time. So we can be all whatever today. This is you guys talk too. You guys vent. You guys tell me what you're feeling. I mean, the whole idea of the chat being live is this give and take between us. And I love it that the channel's small so that we can, may the 4th be with me. Thank you. Somebody's son's birthday. Can't remember who it was. I was on Instagram. It's one of the people that I see in everybody's chats. It's their son's birthday today. Oh no, it's a follower I have that's a brand new follower who's a new United States citizen from Ukraine. She follows me on Instagram. It's her son's birthday today. So she's saying, happy birthday. May the 4th be with you. She says, even if you don't understand what I'm talking about. Vanessa, Teresa, my dear. Hello, my love. Good to see you. Oh, yes. So I thought that was really cute. So it's his birthday. He's a gorgeous blonde teenage guy. Curly, curly blonde hair. Lots of curly blonde hair. Ah, yeah. I've been pulling lots of cards today for myself, and I normally don't do that. I'm not usually very good at pulling cards for myself, but today, beginning with the card of the day, Temperance card. Couldn't have been a more perfect card. Couldn't have been. So much so that I couldn't hardly write. I couldn't hardly type. My hands were shaking so hard, and I was crying. Teresa, I don't know why they want to take it away from everyone. I don't want an abortion. Don't have it. But yeah, if you don't want an abortion, don't have one. And if you don't take it away from everybody else. It's not even about abortion, Teresa. That's the thing. They're just using that as a smokescreen to get the religious people on their side. It's about power. 100% about domination and power. Men, not all men, but these particular ones want to be in charge of everything because they're scared little boys. They might be old with lots of wrinkles and white hair, but they've been scared their whole lives of anything and everything that is different. And they're most afraid of us, women, because they can't control us no matter how hard they try. Even if they have a Stepford wife that they're married to, she eventually is going to tell him no. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. They're afraid, so they want to show us how much power they have by saying, nah, we're punishing you. Well, guess what? Gentlemen, those of us who have men in our lives who love and care for us, protect us and respect us, I have one question for you, gentlemen. Where the fuck are you in this argument? You need to be standing right here beside us in this. You don't want to punish us. Not if you want satisfaction in the bedroom. You don't want to punish us because you're married to us and you're smart enough to know Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And Mama's not happy. It has nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with babies. It has everything to do with dominating over anything they're afraid of. So this happens to us is why I suggested you watch the video from Revealing Light Tarot that she put out this morning. Well, I guess it was last night. No, it was this morning just as I was getting up. She it basically explains it all. How it all happened, who's the leaker, everything. It's one of the best readings I've seen in a really long time. Thank God for this leaker. Because this has a chance of not completely happening the way that draft reads. Because people got pissed. 69% of the country does not want Roe v. Wade overturned. You know, I was 15 years old in 1973. I knew girls in the 8th grade that were pregnant going to school. That's what, 13, 14 years old? One girl, it was her second kid. Of course, she was also a year or two ahead of us, but she'd been held back because she had gotten pregnant twice. Yeah, they don't want to. Hey, it has nothing to do with right to life either, because they're not right to lifers. They're not even right to birthers. Uh, One of the Ohio, it was either Ohio or Michigan, someone from the state legislature was going on and on and on and on about how abortion has got to be stopped, especially the really late term abortion after birth. Abortion after birth? Are they really that stupid? Or is it just her? My big deal is there are many, 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 no matter what your religious beliefs or your stand on abortion is. I personally am very much right to choose. I personally couldn't do it because I love kids so much. I would be so ecstatically happy I was pregnant. There's no way I would end it. I'd figure it out. There's always a way around stuff. But if I want to go, say my child is anencephalic. For those of you who don't know what that means, anencephalic children's heads stop just above the eyebrows. Sometimes there's a brain in there, and sometimes it's very small with mostly water and major water down the spinal cord. Those babies, they live a couple of hours after birth. It's amazing. Sometimes they'll live a year. They're blind, they're deaf, they can't reason. If someone told you were going to have a child like that is eventually going to have a very short, miserable life, and you could die having this child, but no, the government says you can't do that. No abortions, no termination of pregnancies for any reason. Thank you, Manasa. Yeah, I had to rant a little bit. Then I'll bring the energy back up. But oh my God. It's not going to go through completely, but it will be stripped. And it's okay, because in a way that helps us challenge those pieces that they tried to strip to make those pieces stronger later on down the road. But for right now, it's scary as hell. 26 states have it where automatically, if they turn it over to the states to do their own laws on this, there's 26 states that automatically go into, at that moment, abortion is illegal. And Arizona is one of those states. So yeah, I'm too old. God, I don't even have half the plumbing. Half of my plumbing is gone. I can't have kids. Okay. But I have dear, dear, sweet, wonderful friends that are sweet baby birthing ages. And, something's wrong. They need to have an out. There's so much more to this. Good to see you, Viviani, my dear. Mwah! Yeah, Celtic Tarot, Sheila, and Irish Granny. They both have done, Sheila's done 2 videos now. They've both been doing videos on how religion raises you to be subservient. Certain religions, I should say. I don't know one that doesn't, but that's okay. Well, Buddhists don't necessarily say women should be subservient. They just don't. I don't think Buddhists really differentiate the difference between male and female, which is the way it should be. But anyway, I was raised in that background too. I come from a family that is very supportive of what's going on right now, and I couldn't be around them for 5 seconds without punching every single one of them in the face today. Yeah, women, we use it for birth control. Hell, we're the temptress. We're the ones that... How many times are you the one that attacks the man? How many women rape men? But we're the temptress, and it's all our fault, so we need to be punished. We're hysterical. We're going to go back to the Victorian thinking. Let's go to the Victorian thinking. It's where eugenics and all that shit originated from anyway. Yeah, today is a no-holds bar. I don't care what you say. Cuss in the chat, whatever. YouTube can come after me. I would be honored. I'm sitting here trying to calm down. I have a friend, or had a friend back in the day when I was newly married, as a matter of fact, who had 5 abortions. Their boyfriend, baby daddy, paid for every single one of those. They eventually got married and had 5 more kids. And then they divorced. What the hell? They were using abortion as birth control till they got married. That's the only person I've ever known my whole life that was that stupid to use abortion like that. There's a fucking morning after pill, you guys. Which probably won't be around much longer either. And as Revealing Light Tarot says, they'd go into this, and if they win on this one, what's next? Guess what? Same-sex marriage. After that, interracial marriage. I was in an interracial relationship for 3 years. You guys, this is way more than killing babies. Unborn babies. They look at it as babies. A zygote is not a baby. It states in the Bible. That your soul, I'm not in the mood to quote to you where, but it states about your soul entering upon your first breath of life. I think it's in Genesis. It doesn't say that it's at conception, it's at the first breath of life. I don't know. I didn't design this body. I didn't design how it works. It's a total wonderful magical mystery to me. You take away my right to take care of my body, and you give the government insight into whether I'm doing that or not. That violates my HIPAA rights. So there goes your right to privacy, gang. This is going to affect way more than the United States and way more than just the women. So that's why I say, gentlemen, where are you? This is your family we're talking here. When you married her, didn't you vow to protect her and honor her? Love and cherish her? You better be ready to fight beside us on this, because it's going to take your rights away too. You're in an interracial marriage, that could go out the window. Then your kids are illegitimate kids, and then that fucks up your insurance, and that You see where I'm going with this? This, as Maryann said, is a gigantic Pandora's box. They don't want to open. Yeah, I agree, Teresa. And if you want to say fucking instead of effing, you can, sweetheart. Yeah. That's all I kept thinking all day long yesterday. Leave it to Beaver is a lie. Leave it to Beaver is a lie. Leave it to Beaver is a lie. Leave it to Beaver is the Twilight Zone. And then I went, welcome to the Twilight Zone. And then about that time, I was listening to Amazon Music. 38, or who is it? Anyway, the song Twilight Zone came on from the 1990s. Yeah, I got goosebumps again. This is the way my meditation has gone all morning. I'm sitting in my anger because it's triggered from being a 15-year-old girl, being a 13-year-old girl, being a 12-year-old molested girl, and it brought back a lot of really old shit that I thought I dealt with. Feel better? Go for it. Yeah, I said, there's no holds barred. You can say whatever you want. I cuss in here all the time anyway. You know, there are times when nothing else fits but a good cuss word. You know? Yeah. And then by 12 o'clock yesterday, by noon yesterday, downtown Tucson was full of women that were demonstrating. And from what I understand, it proceeded to continue the rest of the day. It ain't over. It's not over. And those justices, I think they're scared. The funny thing is it's not the liberals that are going to come out and threaten their lives. We don't do that. We don't need to do that. They're scared of us anyway. Hey, Muscle. Welcome to the bitch session. The bitches are bitching about the Supreme Court. Oh yeah. And they're going to be at least until June, because that's when they're supposed to be hearing this officially, is in June, and rendering their official report. Now, here's my question for you guys. As pattern has shown, something like this big bomb always drops because it's a distraction for some other bigger shit that's about to come out. They don't want us to focus on. Oh, wow. Bless your heart, sweetheart. I'm sorry. There's a double whammy. I mean, both your parents. Who do you trust if you can't trust your mother and your father? Mother or father? Me, it was my uncle. But my mother believed me. I couldn't tell my dad. My dad would have ripped him apart with his bare hands. My dad hated the man in the first place. I am so sorry, Teresa. You know, you never forget that shit. That's the thing they don't realize. It's always there. It's always there. You can go through counseling and do healing out the ass. It taints your vision of everything when you've been violated like that. And it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. That's why my charity is the charity that it is for this channel. Is Sex and children. Come on. Children. And then we have the nerve to complain that our kids are all involved in computers and don't go outside and play. Well, gee, do we let them? Do we allow them to go outside and play? Because it's not safe for them to go out and play by themselves. We have to go out there and watch them. What does that say about our society? I lived on my bicycle. God forbid anybody try to grab me off my bicycle. I'd run them fuckers over. Oh, hey, greeter. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'd run them over. Yeah, sure I would. I'd run the other way. Yeah. All the cards I keep pulling are all about you're a seer. You know what's going to happen. I knew this was coming, but like all the rest of us, we've all known that this was going to eventually come to this head. This boil was building. It's been building for 40 years. Since 1973, they've been going to overturn it. So, but I just got complacent thinking, no, they can't do anything. It's got so much precedent now, they can't do anything. Well, guess what? It's got so much precedent now by them doing it. It really fucks us. So, man, is it a Pandora's box. Even if you're pro-abortion, if you are for this way of thinking of not allowing abortions, you don't understand that by denying it, how it denies you a basic right, whether you're male or female. And that's the right to make your own decisions over your body. Your body. You and your doctor or medical professional, if you go to, I don't know, if you go to a witch and do nothing but herbals, or go to, what all I'm saying is what you do, what you put in your body, what you do with your body is nobody's business but yours. And no government has any right to tell you, hey, boys. If the government turned it around on you and said, hey, we're going to make Viagra illegal and we're going to throw you in jail if you get erectile dysfunction. It's about the equivalent of what they're doing to us. And that's not even talking about the child. What's really sad to me about this situation is that this topic, is fracturing the United States yet again. Yet they want to keep us at each other's throats. You know what, though? I think it's going to have a secret opposite effect, Rachel. Like my issue. Gentlemen, where the fuck are you? You love your women. Support your women. Back us up, please. Because it takes two. Otherwise, be prepared to keep it in your pants because women are pissed enough. We're going to cut your asses off. Till you do. Back us up on this. This is bullshit. Women don't get pregnant by themselves. I'm tired of paying for that. It doesn't matter what the topic is, race, sex, identity, whatever. They fire things up over and over, so we can't unify and vote all of their asses out. Well, guess what? It's having the opposite effect. People are pissed and people are tired of the rhetoric. People are tired. We want stable government leadership, not lies and oppression. That means some major systems have got to change. Some stuff that we all took for granted that we thought was done for our respect wasn't. It was done for the bottom line. It was done for the almighty profit line. So, as in Maryann says in her reading, she sees this causing voters coming out for the midterms in waves like they've never come out before. All I got to say is the largest voting group, voting bloc in the country is completely forgotten about. Thank God, because propaganda's not oriented at them. I love them so much. And that's our 18 to 21-year-olds, the first-time voters, y'all. Parkland students, other students from mass shootings, they are 18 and older now. When Parkland happened, I was in another community, and someone's wise ass popped off and says, yeah, it's a good thing they can't vote. And I went, 2 years they sure as shit can, and in 4 years they all can. Shut that person. Drop that mic on that person. Shut them right up. They're our largest voting bloc right now, 18 to 21. Them old white men are blind. They're not even looking at them. Shit, Madison Cawthorn's not even thinking about them. He's only thinking about them in the carnal ways. And who knows what he likes carnally. Anyway. Yeah, mic drop. It's like, no. Oh, yeah, I feel better. I knew you guys had helped me feel better. Oh, wow. I did learn something yesterday, and I'm going to focus on it this afternoon. So I'll be all ready for Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. Look at the card that's laying on top right now. I looked over there and I see this. To be the oracle, we've got to wait for important information. The shit's not over, you guys. It's not over. Breathe, but be ready to fight. Put your armor on, because it's not. Oh my. Hello. Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. You know what's right. You know that if this happens, it'll only be temporary. People in Arizona, for instance, are already organizing driving just like they did back in the 70s. You need to have an abortion, we'll drive you to California, we'll drive you to Mexico, we'll drive you to wherever you need to have your appointment. If you just need a ride to the airport, we'll get you there too. There's ways around their bullshit. Enough said. Enough said. Even if you're not a mystic or a psychic or card reader or medium, you have power. Okay. We'll go down this temptress road. Use your womanly wiles in a positive way with your men. Come across them from an open, broken heart. For those 18 to 21-year-olds that are going, oh, no, you're not going to take that away. What if I need to have an abortion? No. Stop and think about that for a minute. I come from the free sex generation, y'all. I had to shut that shit down when AIDS came in. Oh, sorry. That's my pendulum. I had to shut that down when AIDS came in. So, hey, when sex is concerned, it's been an interesting road. Ah, Teresa's in Maine. I live in Maine and it's still legal here. You know, I had no idea that our law was written with the little caveat that if Roe v. Wade was overturned, that our law would be as well. So that's where I'm starting. My groundswell is I'm going to be an activist to get that changed. There should be no automatic shit like that. Nope. 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 Now that will get me death threats in Arizona, but I can deal with death threats in Arizona. I have a friend over here. I'm laughing. You guys, now go ahead and laugh. Laugh with me, please. See if I can find it. Yeah, I can really protect myself with this. I can't even find the damn thing. There she is. You can come visit me if you want. It would be nice when you come. All I got to say is I don't have a gun. And I'm a gardener. This came out of my garden shed and now rests. When COVID lockdown happened, this came out of my garden shed and became sleeps next to my nightstand. So yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking about, Rachel. This might be the test to see what the public is willing to accept. Can you imagine if they overturn all the weed laws? They won't. You know why? There's no profit margin in abortion. There's a huge profit margin in weed. Once they make that legal, it's going to rake in so much money. They'll be going, what the hell? Why do we wait so long? Because that's all they care about is power and money. Power and money. And too, they'll think in their sober, unmedicated heads that, they're just stoners. They won't know what's going on anyway. Mm-hmm. Like there's no super intelligent. Not my weed. Teresa, I love it. I love it. Yeah. No, they're not taking mine either. Hey, latest pictures. God, I wish this thing would get where I can harvest it. I can't harvest it yet. We're 12 weeks now. And yeah, oh my goodness. Let's see. Yeah, this is always a good topic to get me in a better mood. Pictures, that's what I'm looking for. Somebody just sent me a text and they sent me a yeah, where you hit the button. I can't think of the word, sorry. Where you hit the button and it does a whole bunch of pictures all at once. She just sent me. She's like, oh God, I only meant to send you one, not all 20. Anyway, here you go. Look at that thing. And I still can't harvest it. That's my girl. It's a couple days ago. Here you go. The whole plant looks like that. It is so heavy. It's so heavy. And it smells like bubble gum and pine. It smells so good in there. It's like I want to just bury my face in the damn thing. Oh, it does. It smells just like bubble gum. And I have tasted a couple of the smaller buds. And it tastes like juicy fruit gum. We are at officially 135 days since germination. That's 20 weeks. This is week 12, day 78 of just the flower portion, moss hole. So, yeah. And she's not showing any signs of late stage, like being, she's just growing fatter and fatter and fatter colas and, You never wanted it to be legal to grow it? Or what? If it goes legal again, I'll just go back. Oh, goes illegal again, I'll just go back to never talking about it. Well, you know what? I think that's what most of us have all been doing forever and ever anyway. I was always just too scared. I was afraid my neighbors would smell it or something and then turn my butt in. It's the very tips of the sugar leaves are starting to get lighter, and the leaves have gone from being that really pretty dark forest green color to dark army green. So yellow is creeping in. It's starting to lock out. It also isn't taking as much water. So Harley said almost 3 weeks ago to give it 2 to 3 more weeks. He's still saying that. So yeah, I don't think that the marijuana one. I think that's you're going to see that develop. I think you're going to see psilocybin is this another one that you're going to see a big fight to legalize now because they're discovering the positive psychological effects. Because they're studying it, because it wasn't classified as a what, section 1 drug like marijuana was. Put marijuana in the same category as heroin. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I've I've smoked pot since 1974. So yeah, year after Roe v. Wade. Only it took me the longest time to get used to not having to run quick when somebody come to the door. Hide the bong. Look at that. It's like brand new. It's so clean. I cleaned them yesterday. Oh. Yeah. So, well, I've got amber trichomes, but I've still got buds forming. I mean, I got belly buds that are getting fat. They're like down underneath there. Um, one of the branches is 3/4 just buds all stacked all the way to the top. Probably, I'm going to say it's that long. Oh, same here. I'm in Arizona. When Biden was elected, Arizona went recreational. So yeah, we're recreational and medical. I'd still have my medical license, and I keep that active just in case. Uh, it has better protections, the medical one, than the recreational. So, plus the weed's cheaper if I have to buy it from a dispensary. Um, but growing it, I haven't had to buy it. Only time I have to buy it is if I want something to celebrate, like I want to do some dabs or I wanted a particular kind of edible, um, or I want a topical because I haven't made any topicals yet. I need to make some tinctures. Yeah. Um, I can grow 6 plants per person, per household, per growing season. And Arizona has 3 growing seasons. So for me, just me alone, that's 18 plants a year. I never smoked that. I never cooked, smoked, used that much weed in a year. 18 plants all by myself. I only grow one at a time because my space is really small. It's a bathroom that used to be a closet. So, and it still has the toilet and the sink in there. I am taking the toilet out of my other bathroom, and I want to put that toilet into my other bathroom because this toilet's a good toilet. It's one of those low water use ones. So then I can grow like 4 plants in there. That'll be different. That'll be a lot better. I'll have a blast then. But if I try to grow like up on top of the toilet, it's too high for the ceiling. So I have to grow short, squatty plants, which you can train them to be short, squatty plants, but it's just a pain in the butt. That's a lot more work. So I just, one at a time keeps me good for like 3 months. That'll get me to flower, almost to flower on the next grow. So I usually do pretty good. Did have to buy some this month, but let's say I got it on sale, a really good price. So I should be set until July, even though I'm going to be harvesting soon. Yeah, once they figure out how it all works, they'll limit your grow area instead of number of plants. Yeah. Yep. Because I was in Stony Baker's live the other day, and he was talking about somebody who grew a shiroi. That's a strain for you guys who don't know. I'm Mosshole knows what I mean. Who grew a shiroi that's like 10 foot tall. Have 6 of those. But in the state of Arizona, you can only grow outside if it's locked away and out of the sight of the public. So you have to put it in a greenhouse. Don't need a greenhouse here in the summertime. You want to bake your plants, put them in a plastic greenhouse. It's like, put it under the let's just put it under a microscope or whatever. Not a microscope, magnifying glass. You don't know what is, sweetheart? Oh, shiroi? Yeah, shiroi is one of the strains. Shiroi is the son of the one I'm growing. The one I'm growing is called Pregnant Hooker. It's the mama plant in the cross. Oh, somebody from Arkansas is calling me. Gravette, Arkansas. I wonder what bullshit they're wanting me to give them permission to do now. I don't know anybody in Arkansas. That's funny. Ring phone. Tall? 10-foot tall moss hole? Wow. I could see the 7 and 8, yeah. I've had over 5 foot in my little bathroom, and I've only got a 7-foot ceiling. That doesn't leave much room for lights and buds when they stretch. Kind of crowds it. Whoa, these people are determined. They're trying again. Well, I'm live. I don't talk on the phone. I'm busy. Sorry. Yeah? That's those arcs. I don't know. Who knows? I'm live on YouTube talking about politics and somebody's trying desperately to call me. That never happens. Both me talking about politics and getting a phone call like that. Ooh, we've had 3 of them. I don't recognize the other number either. So, I don't know. And they didn't leave me any voicemails, so you know what? They don't get called back. Oh, Acapulco Gold. I get to try some OPV, my friend. Yeah, I just finished last month. I had the dispensary deliver me some vapes. So then I got some Acapulco Gold in. Orange Orgasm. That sounds good. Yeah, I'm getting some Orange Pit Viper. And Chocolate Hazelnut. And about 8 more strains to try. Like I said, someone's giving me a real good deal. You know who that is. I'm super excited, but I grow for him, so you know, I do. He comes up with new strains to try, and then he'll send me seeds and say, "Hey, this is a tester. You want to try it?" Sure, I'll try it. Last one, big disaster, but it was fun. Well, you know about the last one, my male auto flower. Totally. Talk about useless. Well, I guess you could probably, it's pretty if you like little tiny white flowers that do nothing for you. You can make good rope out of it. It's hemp. Well, I don't even think it has enough in the shake to be worth making tea out of. Because that's what I do with my leaves that I trim off my plant. Oh, cool. I'd like to know how it goes because autoflowers are intriguing me because I can grow. They grow so fast. Honey, that's what CBD, that's the best CBD is from cannabis. It's 10 times better than CBD from hemp. That's why you have to have, you got to have a medical or recreational law to get CBD from cannabis, to get the CBD that comes from cannabis. Rick Simpson's oil is basically CBD from cannabis. It does have THC in it, but it's highly, highly, highly concentrated CBD. You know, I hear good stuff and I hear bad stuff about autoflowers. Some people, they love them. Some people would rather grow them than anything else. So I'm like, well, you know, what the hell? I'll play around with them. I'll experiment. I'm all about learning. This is my new hobby. I've been a gardener forever. Um, but growing my own medicine is a whole nother thing for me. Feels really good to know exactly when I put my torch to that flower, I know exactly what's in that and what is going in my lungs. And it's not a bunch of chemicals, harsh shit that I've fed them. It's all organic, all natural. So just, yeah. I don't know what's in that shit that pharma recommends. I don't do narcotic medications unless I absolutely have to. I don't do pharmaceuticals unless I have no choice. I overdid them for years, for 20 years when I was first diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I did nothing but um, painkillers, muscle relaxers, all that stuff. I didn't give a shit about much of anything. Um, and I had to do all that to function, to even get to the grocery store. once I got to the grocery store, it was okay. I could lean on the cart. I was fine. People don't realize how much fibromyalgia can take out of you when you're in a flare. Well, when I'm in a flare, forget it. I don't get out of bed except to pee. I don't even eat when I'm in a fibromyalgia flare because I don't have any. When you're in that much pain, you don't. And it's a weird pain because it's more than just pain. There's cognitive confusion. There's stomach. You get stomach problems. You have muscle spasms. Oh God, there's like 50 different illnesses that go with fibromyalgia. So yeah. So, but the best medication I've ever found for it is CBD. I swear by RSO. My doctors know. My plastic surgeon from from when I had breast cancer, he knows. He'll go ahead and prescribe Percocet for me, and I'll get it filled, but I don't take them. He knows. But I have them just in case something happens and I've got extreme pain, I can do it. But I use my RSO. I broke 2 ribs last year. Right here, these bottom 2 ribs right here. Well, the bottom one became a floater. It's still got a bump there. Became a floater. Because, that one on the bottom doesn't attach to anything in the center. And I broke it. So it was like just hanging out there. And I was in the middle of Omicron. That was the 3rd of July last year. Yeah, this is kind of why I started my channel, actually. But anyway, I went to the emergency room with it, and they didn't have a bed for me and said I needed surgery, but they weren't going to do it because the hospital was full of COVID people. And said that if it was okay, they would send me home for 24 hours and see how it goes. If I couldn't tolerate it, if the pain was more than I could tolerate, that I could always come back. So I was like, okay, I'll go home. I can go home and stay in bed. No problem. Yeah, right. He wrote me a prescription for Flexeril and Percocet. And I went, thank you, and handed him right back to him. He says, what? You're going to need those. And I told him, my RSO will work. That's all I need. He's like, oh, okay. Okay. And he was shocked because there's times I've been to that particular hospital for IV drug medications because of a fibromyalgia flare. And I'm turning down his drugs. He was like, good for you. So, it's going to happen. I did a reading on it. I think it was last week. I did it on 4/20. Wasn't it 4/20? Last week, the week before last. I read on were they going to make marijuana, because that was one of Biden's promises when he ran for office. He was going to make marijuana legal. So I read on it on 4/20, and what I got was, yeah, they're going to do it. And they're going to do it just before the midterms. They're going to do it when all the shit's going on. They're going to pull a sneaky. And when all the shit's going on with stuff, RSO is Rick Simpson's oil. It's alcohol and rosin from the marijuana plant. And it's cooked until it gets real syrupy, thick. And just, I use about the size out of here. Let me grab a syringe of it that I have. There it is. I use out of the end of this is a tuberculin syringe, just a 1 millimeter syringe. And I will use about the size of a grain of rice on my tongue. And it eliminates all my eliminates, not takes the edge off. It eliminates my fibromyalgia pain. I swear by that stuff. It's been around for a really long time. Thank you, Mosshole. Thank you. Rick Simpson is a genius. This is some of the best stuff ever. And they make it with just CBD that has no THC in it also. You can get it both. I like it when it has a little THC in it because it has that narcotic effect. More of a narcotic effect. You know, I don't know. It's not like I'm looking for the high. It's that when you're in pain, you get tense. And the tension makes your pain worse. So that makes you more tense. And it's just this cycle. RSO with THC in it relaxes you so that the CBD can help stop the pain. Oh, you can get RSO. If you got dispensaries there, you can go just if you got a dispensary that you go to, Teresa, ask them. Almost all dispensaries have it. RSO. It's been around a really, really long time. It'll be in with even some dispensaries classified as a distillate because it's a concentrate. Mine classifies it as a distillate, and I giggle at them. That's not a distillate. Oh, there you go, Teresa. You didn't talk to Mosshole. Well, you guys aren't very far apart either. You both are in the same side of the country, my dear. He's a good guy too, Teresa. It's good to see you, by the way. Are you on a break or how's work going? I forgot what I was talking about, and that's good because I feel better. I'm relaxed, and it's like, I just get so tired of these power games. It's like, let's see what we can do to get the people all worked up again. Sound like somebody else, That dude over there went in and invaded a country for no reason. By the way, I don't think it was a dream, but I thought I heard someone say Putin is having exploratory surgery or some kind of surgery for stomach or colon cancer. Oh, cool. So you're on a break. Yeah, just before the Ukraine invasion happened, I woke up in the middle of the night. No, I was doing my card of the day that I do every day on Instagram. And I follow George Takei, Sulu from Star Trek. And he had posted a picture of Putin. And it was like a close-up of his face. And I looked him in the eye and was like, God, that man has the most beautiful blue eyes, but there was nothing behind it. And I shouldn't have looked him in the eye because when I did, I went into his energy and it was like I was seeing through his eyes. He was walking with a man in uniform, the Russian military. And he stopped. He was in like mid-sentence. And he stopped, closed his eyes, and then started walking and talking again. And in his head, he was like, damn, that was a bad one this time. That almost brought me to my knees. As that happened, I felt really sick to my stomach. And I've been saying since then, Putin has cancer. Putin has something wrong in his colon. And then yesterday they're saying he's got to have some kind of surgery and that maybe that's when they'll assassinate him. That's what I was hearing from card readers yesterday. They were reading on people asking that. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. He has colon cancer and I saw it. This stuff happening to me is new. Being able to remotely go into someone like that. I've just only had one person I've been able to do that with, and I had to shut that down. And that was the Cheeto Man, 45. I had to shut that down. First impeachment. I wake up in the middle of the night sweating for no reason. I mean, like, have to change my clothes. I was sweating so bad. And so filled with anxiety that I wanted to pace. And I finally went, this is my energy. Where the hell is this coming from? It was Trump's energy. Because that was when he wasn't doing any sleeping and he was pacing the floor because he was worried about getting impeached. Ooh, hardwood construction materials. I love hardwood. I love wood. Wood smells so good. Hey, have prices come down any on wood? Have they changed much? Just because I need to know how much I need to save up because I want to buy a used U-Haul. I was thinking the small U-Haul, that's in the little truck, the smaller U-Haul truck. I don't think they have. I want the smallest one that still has the little cab over part because I can use that for storage. I want to do a conversion and travel. So, but I shouldn't use wood anyway. I should use more sustainable products because I know there's so many new ones out there now that are really awesome and lightweight and probably better to put in a closed area like a box truck or a van, where you're going to breathe the fumes. You got to be careful using particle boards and plywoods in your van build. And as Rachel has informed me, even your pallets, depending on what was stored on those pallets and what those pallets have been treated with so they don't rot. Pallet wood can be really dangerous. It can be very toxic. They don't tell you that. They just want you to use up the pallet wood. Keep the pallet making companies in business, I guess. Oh, cool, Janet. Your daughter bought a school bus to do? A schoolie. Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, I'm scared to drive one of those. I've driven U-Hauls all over the place, all over Tucson. One year, my ex-husband and I think it was our second year of marriage, we moved 6 times. But we were in property management, and your job changes, you got to move. Because you get a free apartment. Well, you don't have the job. You don't get the free apartment no more. See ya. You have 24 hours to get out. So, yeah. Yes, yes. Oh, and you can make such cool spaces for pets, too. I watch a lady, she's called the Cat Van Lady, I believe is the name of her channel. Hi, Michelle, my belle. Cat Van Lady. She's a woman from Quebec. She speaks French, but she does really well with English. And she travels all over the place in her van, all over Canada, in her van with her kitty cat. So, oh, cool. Isuzu box truck conversion. I'll check that out. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a tent camper and a backpacker, so having a box truck to convert or a bus or even a van, man, that's luxury camping for me. That's glamping for sure. Been a lot of years since I've been a backpacker, though. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, somebody told me don't get U-Haul if you're going to do. I have friends that are carnies. And I was told that if you're going to buy a box truck and you're going to buy a used box truck, do not get U-Haul. Get Ryder, because Ryder takes better care of their trucks that they rent out to people. U-Haul doesn't care. They just run the truck until it won't run no more, then they'll fix it. You cheat, you have a fifth wheel that can't fit. That's a house. I can live in one of them. That's a tiny house. Hey, Michelle, my mom and dad used to have, the Scamp trailers, those little fiberglass bubble trailers. They also make a fifth wheel that's cute. It's like a queen size bed in the cab over part. And it's just right for two elderly people. My dad got one of those, and they fixed it up, and they did it all in blue and white, Scandinavian colors and stuff. And they took it everywhere. They had so much fun in that. And what was really cool about it is it didn't require you losing the bed of your truck, because it went off of a regular trailer hitch on the back. So you could still, you had the cab over, but then you had that space inside your trunk that you could still go ahead and haul stuff. That's my big thing against fifth wheels, is you got the big old disc in the middle of the bed of your truck. Penske. Good to know. Thanks, Mossel. It's always guys know their vehicles. Yeah. My friend, well, they're no longer carnies. He's a mechanic. So he's keeping an eye out for a good truck for me. And one that he can, if it's something that needs to be fixed, something he can fix, and it won't cost me a fortune. He's kind of like my grandson. So, anybody want a card? I wasn't going to do cards today, but just in case, I got a couple decks. They're here for you if you want a card or 2 or 10 or... I have them here for more. I sit and shuffle cards watching TV all day. This is why my hand hurts so bad. This is like sucking on a pacifier for me. It calms me. There's something about the rhythm of just doing this. I can do it all day long. The shuffling that hurts my hand is not this kind of shuffling. It's the poker card, that stuff. But not these little cards. And these little cards are thinner, so they're easier to shuffle. What was I shuffling the other day? Oh, this morning, doing my card of the day, because it's the Los Scarabeo Tarot that I'm using for that. And they're really thin. But boy, are they good and fun for 78 cards. That's much easier to shuffle than... How many cards are in this? I think there's 60. There's more than the usual 44 here. Okay, look at the difference. No, these decks. And there's way more cards in this deck than there are in this deck. This deck is a lot easier to shuffle for my poor hand. Hi, Kathy G. Teresa wants a card. Cool. Janet wants a card. Yes. Oh, you're going back to work. Thanks so much, Mosshole. And I'm always glad to see you when you're here. Welcome. Have a great, wonderful day. And drive safe, dude. Although you're the bigger vehicle. Drive safe. Okay. Teresa. Card. We'll do Angels and Ancestors card. Kathy G wants a card too. Cool. Angels and Ancestors. Teresa. What do you want to tell us, angels and ancestors? Thank you guys for putting up with my venting. I'm ready to bring those vibes right up. We're coming in the purple zone now. That's why I'm sitting here on my bed with the lights behind me. This used to be the only place I did my live streams. I just wanted to be comfortable today. Ow. I got RSO. I'm okay. Oop, that didn't work. I just love it when you shuffle and the cards don't like. Yes, Kathy G, you can have a card. We started talking about weed and now in a better mood. Always. Yeah. Ah. Oh, you had squirrels come in for peanuts? Was the robin with them too? Rachel? She has a squirrel. She got a gang of squirrels. Yeah, you need to give them a gangsta name. Anyway, she's got gangsta squirrels, and I think they're ruled by a gangsta robin who likes to eat peanuts instead of worms. Because he always comes and hangs out with them to eat peanuts. She's got a couple videos of that. Her keys and her dog are watching from inside. It's so cute. We no longer refer to the robin as a bird. We just call it a squirrel. Yeah. I think he's the leader. He's like, I'll show you all how to do this. Oh my God. Okay. Card for Teresa. Okay. You got the arrow card. This is really appropriate for everybody. But Teresa, it's telling you to surround yourself with protective energy. The one thing I notice in this picture, there is no broken arrow, which means that your direction is true and your sight is clear. No matter whether you want to rise or rest, you've got it. You just need to be protected. This is really important, especially if you have empathic abilities, because if you don't know how to put protections around yourself, you can take on other people's energy. That's why I keep apologizing for being so negative today at first, but sometimes we need each other to stay positive. And yeah, this is no matter whether your energy is high or low, you need to surround yourself with protection. And I think that's all of us, and that's all of us as women. Oh my goodness, look what I cut the cards to put this back in the deck. Look at the card that I cut it to. And I was saying earlier, I was listening to Amazon Music, and all of the meditation music that was coming up had to do with water. And then we're talking about flow and staying in the flow. This card's telling me to bring up your vibrations today. One of your protections is to cleanse yourself with water. You know, a really good meditation, and I think I'm going to do that when I'm done here, is to stand in the shower and let the water cleanse you. Just let the water wash away any and all that's bothering you, any and all that's got you concerned. Just breathe. So you can see a higher perspective. I love these cards. All I did was just separate. I just do this. What do we got? Trust in higher forces. Wow, Teresa. Surround yourself with protection. Get in touch with your emotions. And trust higher forces. Wow. Wow. Those are good cards, actually. And if you have any questions on how to do any of that, I'll be happy to help you. Happy to help you. Sometimes, if you aren't sure how to do protections, I've got a real easy one that I swear by. And you only have to do it like once ever so often because you don't need to be redundant in asking for it. I ask Archangel Michael. You know, he has that big old shield and a sword. Well, that shield is very reflective. And he can put that shield around you like a cocoon to protect you from negative energy. Let all negative energy that is coming in at you hit that shield and reflect back on to the originator of the negative energy tenfold or 100-fold or however many fold you want to ask for. If you feel like you're getting bombarded with a lot of negative energy, that is an excellent, excellent little prayer to ask. It works. It works. He'll cover you up. I mean, that is his job. He's heaven's protector, God's right-hand man. He's the warrior angel. Who better to have protect you? I also ask Archangel Gabriel for protection as well, to understand clarity and communication. But I'm a writer, so I need to express myself with the same clarity that I want to receive. Janet P. needs a card. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do one of these for Janet too. Since these cards are really wanting to talk today, I love this deck. I use this deck almost every Saturday. In Saturday Solutions, I'm starting a new segment, a new video. Pick a card. Once I figure out the format, I'll post one. But that's what Spirit's telling me to do. It's not like there's no pick a cards on YouTube to choose from to see how to do it. Huh? Oh, I need to just talk to EQ because she's struggling with the finding time and all that to do her pick a card. Actually, pick a card videos are a little more difficult than I thought it would be. Especially if you're going to timestamp it, because I got to learn how to timestamp. I haven't figured that out yet. So, of course I'm going to timestamp it. If you pick 1, 2, or 3, you don't want to listen to 1 and 2 if you pick 3. Well, I usually do, because in pick a cards, I use all the cards. I pick all 3. Yeah, makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? When I watch a pick a card video, that's what I do. It's like, I listen to all 3, and the one that seems to resonate the most with me is the one I pay attention to. So, anyway, Janet P., my friend, my dear friend. What are the cards telling me? Oh, you got 2 of them. Wow. Okay. First of all, you got the moon card. Now, moon card in tarot is about secrets, not exposing all that you know. This card is telling you to pay attention. The moon will give you messages. The moon is an accelerator for messages from spirit. And your higher self is trying to talk to you through your gut, through your intuition. So pay attention. Especially right now, this is eclipse season. The second card that you got, this card from last week, card of the day, the autumn card. Release the old and rest. That's for all of us. That's not just for Janet. We get so settled in a routine that we forget to question the way things have always been. And maybe now those things aren't working anymore. So maybe we need to start questioning our processes and what we can do to change them up, what we can do to what can we do? Not just to change up your vibes, but new ritual, new traditions, a whole new system. And that can be your personal system. I'm a firm believer. I mean, you can follow. Some people just like to have someone that has a set. I keep wanting to say outline, but outline's not the word I'm looking for. Sorry, guy. I hate that. Hair stuck across my nose. Everything is being reevaluated. And the stuff that has holes, the holes are leaking everywhere. But that is so that we can see the hidden messages. So we can take note, and you can take note of your intuitive messages that are coming to you. Sometimes when you're holding on to the old ways, not only can you not see new messages and new inspiration, you can't hear it either. So if you've always done something a particular way today, try doing it new. Sorry. Try doing it new. Try doing it totally different. And if it's something that your family is accustomed to, freak them the hell out. Does that make sense? Kathy? G. You want a card? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Janet. A new system. Yeah. We're getting it right. Constance, hi. You're having a lot of negative energy from your family. It's being lied, okay, on and spreading rumors. Tell you what I told my dear friend yesterday. He was all upset about people talking about him too. People are going to talk, folks. That's what people do. Especially family members. I learned a long time ago, people are going to talk. It's really none of your business what they say about you. I know that makes no sense because they're talking about you. You're not a part of the conversation. You're a part of the conversation, but you're not a participant in the conversation. So what the conversation actually is none of your business. The topic of the conversation, if it doesn't have you as a participant in the conversation, it's none of your business. So when you see people over here going, go, none of my business. Go about your business. Or you can be crazy like me. Smile at them. Make a face at them. Give them something to talk about. Now, family members, that's harder. Oh, enjoy your supper. What you making, Miss Rachel? I love it when it's her day off. The other day she made spaghetti sauce all day long. You know, the from scratch kind. Yeah. Yeah. This, Janet, the accept change part. Yeah. If nothing has taught us anything in the last 2 years, it's that everything changes. Right when you think you got something new set up and okay, I can settle into this, boom, something comes along and blows it up. So, about the only constant right now is what's going to change? Everything's going to change. Oh my gosh. But that's how we find out what works and doesn't work. You got to try it, So, I don't believe in failure, and I don't believe in mistakes. I believe in learning. So, as Bob Ross would say, make happy little mistakes. And you make a decision that wasn't the right decision for you, do what you can to go around and change it. It's your life. You're the only one in control of it. So, Constance, would you like me to give you a card? I'll pull a card for you. Constance. Constance family is spreading negative energy. Spreading negative rumors. What do you have a message for Constance, Spirit? Hi, Cat Shepherd. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Basically, just take care of your needs. Don't pay any attention to them, sweetie. Let them talk. Ignore them. Because they're going to do it anyway. All you're doing is frustrating yourself. Just know, right now you're seeing it in action. The truth always comes out in the end. Let them spread their lies and rumors. It just makes them look bad. Especially when you don't let it affect you. because they're only doing it to get to you. And if you don't let them know it's getting to you, they'll shut the fuck up. So just take care of your needs. You worry about you. Basically. I'm hearing spirit loud, really loud, and I think it's my grandma. She's one of my guides. She's saying, mind your own business. They're not minding their business, but you can mind yours. See you later, my love Rachel. You have a wonderful night. Cat Shepherd, good to see you. And Kathy G, I need to get Kathy G a card. Let's see, Kathy. What are we telling Kathy? Spirit? What are we telling Kathy G? That was fun seeing you in Autumn's chat, Kat. I don't get to go to Autumn's chat very often. And when I do, I don't always say anything because I'm in there watching for trolls. And do like Lucky Girl. It's like, you want me to focus on trolls or do you want me to focus on the conversation and the reading? In Autumn's chat, when I go to Autumn's chat, I'm not paying that much attention to the conversation or the readings. I'm watching for trolls. It's that Mr. Rogers zone of hers. Oh, Andre was on there today. I love them together. They're so cute. He is so good. Wow, I love him. He is quick, short, sweet, to the point. Astrology videos rock. I would like to have him on here, but shoot, I don't know that I know enough about astrology to even ask him questions. But we can take questions from the chat, right? I need to have him on as a light worker because the man is definitely a light worker. He needs to be on Light Workers Roundtable. Light Workers Roundtable, I have a feeling it's going to be around for a long time. So and this week it's Red Lentil Healing. Adrian, I am so excited to have her tomorrow for Cinco de Mayo. Woo, I've got goosebumps. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good stream. We'll make you guys laugh. We'll have you laughing. Oh, you know what? That happens, though. It could be the moon because I know usually 4 days, 2 days before and 2 days after the full or new moon, I am nappy zone. That's like I would much rather do lucid dreaming and trip and have a good time, I guess, on the astral plane. I don't know what the deal is, but when the lunar cycle has major changes like that, I get sleepy. So, yeah, a lot of facial expressions. You know, I've been watching her since she started, when she was just hands and 2 kitties. And the kitties always wanted to lay on her cards. Yeah, I love it. That was funny. Yesterday, Alfie was sure complaining, wasn't he? He was loud. Sir Alfred. Yeah, she's the first person I moderated for in this community. Tomorrow's your anniversary? Happy anniversary, Janet! And he still makes you laugh. That's perfect. Sweetheart, that is perfect. I love it. Happy anniversary. Ooh, I got goosebumps. Okay, Kathy G. Kathy G, you got the Eagle card. See things from a higher perspective. It's like the difference between an eagle, a hawk, and an owl. All three are massive, strong birds of prey, but each is different. Of course, the owl, because it does its stuff at night, but not only at night. Owls hunt all day long too. They see the slightest movement, but they hear it as well. An owl's sight is almost 360. They can almost turn their head completely around. Native Americans consider the owl a ghost or spirit of the dead. The hawk, you have pure sight, clarity of sight. I was walking in the side yard right here, and all of a sudden I thought someone threw a rock at me because this big thing came down from the sky. I mean, like massively fast. And over underneath the bush, this hawk had gotten a dove right in front of me and had it under a bush. That quick, it just dropped out of the sky right in front of me. Literally took my breath away. It was so fast. But the eagle, there's a reason why this is the king of the predatory birds. It sees, it hears, but the thing it does the best is its decision making. If it's not a safe acquisition, it won't even try. You watch them, how they'll grab a salmon out of the water. Effortless. Effortless. You're talking the minimum of a 15-pound fish. It's because they see the whole landscape. They can see where the opportunity is and where the abundance is, so they don't make the supply less than it should be. So that's why this card is telling you, see from a higher perspective. Look at the whole landscape. Look at the lay of the land. You're welcome, Kathy. You're welcome. Look at the lay of the land. Look at the whatever it is that's troubling you, or your son will be 45. Want me to pull a card for him? That's a big number. I remember I'm going 45. Oh my God, I'm middle-aged. No, you're not. You're not middle-aged until you're 50. And then when I turned 50, it was like, woohoo, I get senior discounts. Oh dear. Mama Bear, hi, sweetie. We see eagles here, and one time we were camping, and one of them flew. I'll go ahead and post this. One of them flew right in front of us into the water and flew away with a fish. Yeah. We had our mouth open, like, wow, yeah, they're so quick and so precise. They rock. They're eagles. When I lived in Oregon, I lived in Klamath Falls, Oregon. And there's a big lake there that it was a sea back in prehistoric era. And it's just slowly been dying. So it's divided into an upper lake and a lower lake with a 1-mile river in between. One of the shortest rivers in America, the Link River, because it links the upper Klamath and the lower Klamath Lake. Huge bird refuge. because the water is relatively shallow, so they can feast. Uh, if you're a duck hunter, people go crazy there. One year, the ducks all got a virus that was making them run high fevers and get very sick. Well, this was in the lower Klamath Lake. And it was such a feeding opportunity that it brought in a whole bunch of bald eagles. We're talking like 65 bald eagles. Because these ducks were getting sick, and instead of, moving in the water, they would freeze, their feet would freeze in the water, and they couldn't get away. So they were literally sitting ducks for these eagles. The winning photography for the Klamath County Fair that year was a photograph of an eagle grabbing one of those ducks, and it was just a red spray behind it because it just pulled the duck's feet right off. By the time the eagle has that duck, it's dead anyway, but it just weird. 60, the Game and Fish counted 65 bald eagles feeding during that time. It was just like a period of a month, but they were everywhere. It was amazing. It was amazing. Oh, you're Mama Bear. Really? My best friend lives in Longview, sweetheart. Okay. And I'm going to go see her shortly. She's like my twin sister from another mother. I've known her since we were thrown together in the dorm. Cat Shepherd's in Eugene. Yeah. Susla. Yeah, then you guys know about Klamath Falls. You know about Upper Lower Klamath Lake. You're in Longview? I love it. Okay, girl. I'm going to meet you, Mama Bear. I want to meet you. Because, yeah, I go see her a lot. Actually, she was going to send me a ticket for Christmas to go spend. Our birthday we have the same birthday. That's why I say we're twins from a different mother. We were thrown together in college in the dorm. And we have the same birthday. And we're 12 hours apart in age. Creepy, huh? Yeah. And we were roommates all 4 years of college. And the connection between the two of us, I know when things aren't going right with her. She can think it. I will say it when we're together. We should be twins. We really should be. So, oh my God, that'd be so much fun. Yeah, I'm going to get there. I'm just waiting for, I will not I refuse to get on a public bus or an airplane until they tell me that it's safe. Yes, there's a great chocolatier in Longview. Huh. Yeah, that is so awesome. Clarence Fields, my love. Hello, good to see you. First brother in this community. I think it was Autumn's chat. Talking, I think it was the first time I spoke in the chat saying about how I didn't have family anymore because my family had all shunned me. And Clarence is like, we'll be your family, Katie. You can be my sister. So you're my brother. I love you, Clarence. Good to see you. Yeah. Oh, how cool. You guys timed it just right. You'll have to go back to the beginning so you can hear my rant. Katie was all about, I'm not a subservient bitch. I'm a pissed off one. My energy was pretty low when we first started, so. I had to vent. I needed to vent. I needed to talk to somebody. I live alone, okay? I don't even have anybody to argue with over shit unless I want to argue with my neighbors. And I walked away from both of them. I don't even talk to them anymore. It's so nice too. I mind my business. They mind their business. And we get along much better because we don't talk. Anyway. So you guys are my family. You're my friends. You're my family. You're my everything. I actually almost went on live at 1 o'clock in the morning last night. I didn't sleep so good. Didn't sleep so well. And then I got the temperance card for the card of the day for Instagram. And as I'm hearing Spirit telling me what to put in there, I'm going, oh, Katie, you need to stop. Get out of your ego, girlfriend. Get out of your anger. Get out of your ego and organize and do something positive besides just grumble. So if this requires organization to change this Supreme Court crap, I'm here to help you organize. I'm not just going to help you organize. I will organize. Several people in Tucson are talking about starting a driving organization to drive women to abortions, to safe abortion. We'll take you to California because Arizona is one of those states that if that goes through, automatically abortion will not be legal here anymore. So we're already planning, but it's not going to get that far. You woke up at around 4. I usually wake up right around 3. But yeah, the energy was kind of weird around 4 today. It was really intense. Actually, that was about the time I was writing, and I couldn't hardly write that post up in Instagram because I was crying and my hands were shaking because the temperance card hit home. All things in moderation. Yeah, you want to fight back and you want to... I'm so sick of these people and their power games. And I am going to fight back, but I'm going to do it smart. You know, I was involved in Standing Rock to the point of getting kicked off of Facebook. But the thing that impressed me the most about Standing Rock was how the natives carried themselves with their pride, with their prayers, and with their love. And they didn't back down. And they're my inspiration in this. My prayers, my love, and I ain't backing down. I haven't backed down on it since 1973 when I was 15 years old. I remember a time without legal abortions. I think most of the people in this community aren't old enough to know that. A time when it wasn't legal. I had a cousin that had a kitchen table abortion in New York City. She's from Arizona. Her mother took her to New York for this abortion. They used a vacuum cleaner. Every pregnancy she had after that, she had 2 children. She got married, had 2 children after that. Both of her children were born prematurely and barely survived. You can't tell me that didn't have nothing to do with that vacuum cleaner. That's what it was like before. These assholes think it's going to stop abortion, and it ain't going to stop nothing except women surviving it. That's what's going to survive. That's what's going to stop. Women will still get abortions because men want you to. Because men don't want to pay for the kid. But yet, have the kid. So. Hey, Stony Baker! I just said that. And you gotta. You haven't heard me rant, dude. You should have heard me an hour ago. Oh, yeah. Cuss words were flying, and yeah, it's not about abortion at all, baby. It's about power. It's about power. And who holds on to it? You ain't gonna have power over me, motherfuckers. I have power over me. Now, I'm done. Yeah. Yeah, first thing, yeah, it's same-sex marriage and interracial marriage. Those will be the next two things to go. Yeah, Jesus said nothing about abortion. Yeah, right. Jesus said nothing about interracial marriage, and Jesus said nothing about same-sex marriage either. So there you go. And Jesus said nothing about what race was superior. Chew on that one, mic drop. Yeah. Why don't they understand? Amen. But, Stoney, we don't abide. But they sure think we do, because they got the wackadoodles that abide for them. And them wackadoodles are loud, so they think they're in big numbers. There's the posted link. Watch that video, that card reading. It'll give you a lot of hope. It'll give you a lot of information, and you'll understand what's going on. Yeah. Best thing you can do for us is leave us the fuck alone. Quit trying to tell me how to live my fucking life. This is my life, not yours. If you got a perfect life, you got a right to tell me how to live mine. When you can get in my head and my heart and see the shit that I've been through in my life, you have a right to tell me whether I'm right or wrong. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. And I'm getting the High Priestess card again that I got earlier. Harness your mystic powers. Instead of just getting mad, let's do something. Gotta do something. I'm gonna get high and go get an abortion just to spite the fuckers. I want to see you get an abortion. You just make as much sense as that state congresswoman yesterday what was going on and on about abortions. About how these people just want abortions and they don't care if it's after birth or not. How do you have an abortion after you've been born? I don't even know how abortions work. That's pretty freaking sad. There you go, Kat. This is like, yeah, I'm gonna start carrying my Ruth Bader Ginsburg teddy bear around with me. That's cool. I want a t-shirt with her on there. TYT has some good ones with Ruth. Has some good Ruth t-shirts. It's a gift. Gonna go get a black cat from the Humane Society soon. Oh, how cool. Oh, that's interesting, Stoney, because I was thinking last night. Yeah, I was thinking last night, I want a black cat. So I told the universe, you gave me a new kitty outside. Now, when you give me another new kitty, would you please make it a really sassy black cat? Yeah. Yeah. They want abortions up until birth. Yeah. It's called birth. No, not up until birth. After birth. Abortions after birth. I was like, what? I was watching TYT and they had this woman, she's some senator, state senator in Ohio, going on this rant about abortions should never be legal and how what a, you know, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, religious lady. Oh my God. I love black cats. But yeah, I need a really sassy black and preferably a little kitten. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Stony. See, you're the kind of man, you know, ain't nobody happy when mama's not happy. And any man that don't know that got his head up his ass because he's not living in reality at all. And you got a lot of really mad mamas now. Oh my, we're out in droves. They've been demonstrating here in Tucson now, I guess, for a couple days. Yesterday by noon, downtown was full. And it's happening all over the country. And it's really interesting because that video that I have pinned up there for you to watch, she says that the midterms are going to be voted so blue that it's going to be bigger than we've ever seen before. And we thought it was big with the Biden election. This basically, they go through with this. It ends the Republican Party. Linda G has been saying that something big was going to happen. Something big was going to come out that was going to bring us all together. I don't think it's this. I think this is the distraction for whatever that is. That's the thing that's got me more nervous than anything. Kirsten Sinema. Don't get me started on her. She's a senator. My senator. I voted for her when she was in the Green Party. And people then were saying she's not what she appears to be. She's a liar. And I was like, I don't see it. I don't see it. But they didn't. I didn't know it. They were right. She's not what she appears. She's a liar. She's bought and paid for. Yeah. Kind of nice to give it to us before we get to jail Trump. I really think it could also be a distraction for DOJ's new grand jury on Trump. There's your distraction there. All scared, including Mr. Manchin. Here's our card from Spirit, you guys. Yeah. It cost millions, not millions, but hundreds of thousands of lives. It's ridiculous. It's there. And we're not a part of the Geneva Convention, so they can't go after Trump for anyway, The Hague can't go after Trump because we weren't in war and we aren't a part of the Geneva Convention. You live in Arizona too, Kathy? Yeah, I'm in Tucson. I just don't like her. Yeah, I'd love to see her in the airport. She sure as shit wouldn't be turning her face to like, don't touch me, don't talk to me. I'd be right in it like this. With my mask up her nose. Yeah, no. I hope I never see her because she'd wear that. Yeah, gnarly ass bong toke. Hey, I cleaned all three of my bongs. Mr. Holly sending me a care package. I'll tell you about it on IG, Stony. He's sending me a sample of everything he has harvested. So I get to try some OPV. Camp Verde. Europe and Camp Verde. That's right. I remember we were talking about that. Look, you get a chance to go to the museum. My great-grandfather is DJ Marr, Dennis Marr, the Mars brothers. They were pioneers in the Verde Valley. They are in the museum. They talk about him in the museum. Colonel Dennis Marr was my great-grandfather. I'd want to make her wear my nasty ass. I'd make sure I farted in it first. It reeks of old weed. Oh, how about old weed and dirty bong water? Better yet, dirty bong water made. Oh, I used to put wine in my bong. Oh, smells. Oh, nice high. I'd make a wine slush and put it in my bong. That was like, God, 1980s, early 1980s. Oh, that's funny. I love it. I love it. LOL. Yeah, I'll fart in the mask first. Definitely. Make it a juicy fart. And then hand it to her. Here, eat this. Oh, goodness. Yeah, her and Mansion. I needed you here earlier, Stony. This is the card I got now. Ignite your passion. You're making me laugh. I love it. The fire guardian. But he doesn't have... Where's the fire? I guess it's behind him. That's interesting. I love the guardians because they all have a sphere that they hold above their hand. It's like, that's their power. That's like when you're learning Reiki, when you're getting into the Reiki master training, you learn to switch energy from one hand to the other, pass it back and like a ball back and forth. It's kind of a trip. Yeah, and anybody can do it. That's what's fun. Anybody. Yeah, does she confess? She ain't never gonna confess, dude. She's not gonna confess. You're talking about a woman that was raised homeless. Kirsten Sinema was homeless. Her parents, when she was 9, I think 9 to 13, something like that, they lived in an abandoned gas station, dude. This is why she's so money hungry. She originally, when she ran for office here in Arizona, she ran in the Green Party. Then she was an independent. And then she switched to Democrat when she decided she was going to run for the Senate. Should have known. Switch, switch, switch. Whatever suits her fancy for whatever she wants. Hell, I got him again. Okay. Time to stop talking about Miss Cinema. If you write your name left-handed, are you right-handed and you can drop the incidence? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's just following the cash. That's the only reason she's in. That's what cracks me up. She thinks she can run for president now because she's so famous. Because she's turned everything down. She's voted against everything, and she thinks it's because Arizona is a very red state still in the rural areas and in Phoenix. Not in Flagstaff, not Flagstaff, not Tucson. Anyway, she thinks that she can run for president because she's got big money behind her. And news for her. She's getting voted out. Nobody's voting for her. When you eat shroom, you use your left hand to mix it up. I forget I have hands when I shroom. Nina Turner's going to run for president in 2024. I love her. Is it president she's going to run? Oh, the only reason Trump's still there or even talks about it is because he can grift money from his followers. He's the con man that he's always been. Yeah, anybody can beat Sinema because people here in Arizona hate her. Even Republicans hate her. Republicans, Democrats, the people in Arizona hate her. We don't. She's done. She's done deal. She does, and what's sad is because she's so busy shutting us out, she doesn't realize she might have the money to run an election. Don't matter without that person on that last day making that mark by her name. So she's a fool. They're all fools if they think that the voters don't matter. They're about to get proven wrong. And what's really interesting is right about the time that those voters stop voting for them is right about the time they're all going to get their ashes tossed in jail. And the ones that get reelected, get ready, because there's going to be special elections all over the country because they're not going to be able to stay in office. These guys that were involved in the insurrection, they get reelected, they won't be allowed to stay. It'll because of it being so illegal. And if they don't back that up, I suggest we get rid of all the Democrats too. I'm tired of them not doing anything and trying to reach across the aisle. You know what? I believe in turnabout's fair play. You fight fire with fire. You know, you build a backfire to stop a forest fire. You don't build a river, fire will jump a river. Ah, you're getting gummies. I'm getting flour. Like, lots of it. Like, lots of it. Stony, this pregnant hooker, she don't want to have her kids. She just getting fatter. And we're week 12, Stony. Today we're starting week 12. Stony. And she's still getting fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter and just as dark green as ever. No, the stems are starting to get more yellow than green to them towards the bot down towards the soil, but up in the plant it is that green, that dark green. It has a little bit of a army green color to it, so the yellow's starting to come in. But God, yeah, she's still drinking. Drinks a gallon and a half every 4 days. 12 weeks, dude. 12 weeks. 12 weeks today. Here. This was. Let's see. Pictures. I just had them a minute ago. There we go. If you take it off the tether, you can see it better. See how green that thing is? It's still green as hell. Look at all that bud. And I'm really getting impatient. I just keep saying, look how much stronger she's going to be. See, look. See, there's not fade. No sign of fade. And for 6 weeks now, she's gotten nothing but water. Just pH balanced water. No nutrients added whatsoever. So this is all what's just left in the soil from the damn cabbage tea. That's all I can figure out. That cabbage tea is good shit. See? But look at that, just all the way up and down, and she's just heavy. Here you go. See, part of my CO2 system. Bottle tied to a piece of bamboo. It's shoved down in the dirt. But there's my hooker. She smells like bubblegum and pine. She smells really good. Really good. Oh my God, I had 2 mice this morning in 2 different traps. And they looked alike, but one was smaller than the other. So I think I got mom or dad and baby. Cat could only get one of them. I don't know which one it was she got, but I tell you, the mice situation's driving me nuts. So it'll be good while the plants are hanging. While they're drying, I'll get the dirt all out of there, the stuff that's attracting them, and need more cats. I have 3. I need a black cat, and then I can put the black cat in the grow, and the black cat can just feast. If Misty would stay in the house, I wouldn't have a problem. There's so many of them outside, she can't keep up with them out there. I don't know. They also were munching on the fan leaves on one section. So they do that much more. I'm harvesting. Because I'm not going to let that happen. They start to go for bud. Those colas. No, baby. Nope. So, yeah. And this was regular mice. These aren't the little pocket dudes. These were the really long tail. And it's funny because the traps aren't long enough for them and their tail. So the tail gets stuck in the trap and it pinches them. As soon as I release it so the tail can go back in, they're like checking the tip of their tail out. I'm sure it's numb because it's got the blood circulation all turned off to their tails. I don't know how many Misty's eaten. She gets one at least every other day. When I go let him go, she's like, me. Oh, here comes Mom. Good morning. That's her morning breakfast. It's her morning treat. She also gets food. And then I got my neighbor next door. He's putting food out for her too. She's a lucky little cat. Spoiled little girl. Well, I feel much better. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. Yesterday I went so far as to check on a passport. I'm going to get my passport just because I want to have a passport. This is ridiculous. Right now I would be stuck here. I don't have the passport card or the passport book. Passport card is only $30, but it makes it so you can go to Mexico and Canada. You want to go to any other countries, you got to have a full-on passport book, which is $130. But if you want to get both, you can get both. It's $160. Why would I need the card? It's just like a driver's license. Why would I need the card if I have the book that'll make it possible for me to travel to any country? Why would I want to spend $160 to get one or the other? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm here for you guys. This is the whole reason this channel's here. Is for you. And I knew that how I was feeling, you had to be feeling that way too. Just abandoned. God, abandoned. And I apologize, Stoney, and to the men that I love. But I was feeling like you guys were just all like, ooh, we better be quiet. Let's not make any waves in this. No, you got to fight with us. You got to be there for us. You need to stand beside us. And you're going to. I know you're going to. I feel it. So. You're cold. Hey, dude, we've already been to 100 here. Yeah, I'm wearing shorts. It goes with the razor tank top. You're cold. And I'm sweating. I got my fan. Oscillating fan is going. It's, yeah. What's the temp out there? Right now. Yeah, we've already been to 100 here. Hey, and I haven't turned my air conditioner on yet. It's 86 right now. And they are expecting it to be 88 for a high. Let's see what our high. Yeah, 88. It's okay. Friday, 97. Saturday, 98. It's spring. It's spring here. The 100 was when did we have? It was last Tuesday? A week ago Tuesday? It was a week ago. And I was miserable. I was talking to Harley about it, and he's like, well, it gets so cold here in the winter. And I'm like, but dude, it's not even the end of April yet, and it's already 100. I just have visions of 2020. 2020 was a nightmare. No, sorry, 2019. I had 2.6 inches of rain in 12 months. Okay? I don't ever want to go through that again. Ever. Okay. Oh, but it was sunny and beautiful. Yeah. And the state burned and it was hot as hell for months and months and months. We normally get 13 inches a year. And we got 2.6 inches in 2019. Yeah. Well, I guess that was 2020. Yeah, because it was lockdown. During lockdown, we had a 170,000 acre forest fire that April in the mountains right behind my house. I posted a picture on Instagram the other day of my neighborhood. Those mountains, they burned. Yeah, we do need rain really bad, huh, Kathy? It's bad. It's we've already had several forest fires in Arizona already. One down by the border in the Tohono O'odham reservation. There's a native tribe to try to say Tohono O'odham. Spelled just like how it sounds, too. It used to be known as the Papagos. That's what white people called them back in the day. Okay, let's get one more card from Spirit, and then I think it's time for lunch. Oh, yeah. Hey, I was worried about Sedona because you know what's going on. Isn't that this weekend? Doesn't Linda G have her Sedona thingy going on? It was this coming weekend, isn't it? It's this week sometime. I just heard Mel talking about it, and Jen Lynn was talking about it on Lori's Way of Positive Change yesterday. Oh, nice. That jumped right out. This is from the Earth Wisdom Oracle. Oh. I'm going to sit here and just kind of absorb this card for a minute. because it makes me want to cry. I'm going to let you guys get what you can from it. It's the Freedom card. And the 6 is harmony, cooperation, and healing. I love you guys so much. Thank you for helping me through this. And I'm here for you too. We need each other so much. It's awesome that we've got each other to turn to. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be kind to one another. Be kind to yourselves. And ladies, hug yourself. Love yourself. We're here for you. We're here for each other. And this is not going to stand. This is not going to go through. Our freedom is at stake here. Our freedom is at stake, folks. It's not just abortion that's the issue. It's our freedom. I love you. Thank you. Blessings to you all. Make it a better day.